I ain't mad at you if you're gonna pick Vasyl Lomachenko to beat Guillermo Rigondeux. It's just a matter of opinion. Boxing predictions. There ain't nobody perfect. You know what I mean? Um, I'm not gonna be mad at you if you think Lomachenko's gonna win the fight. If Guillermo Rigondeux wins the fight, I ain't them type of fellas to jump out the window. I ain't gonna come out here and say, "I told you so." I told you so. Nah, 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 none of that. It is what it is, man. Just like in life, you know what I mean? There's nobody on this planet Earth who's perfect, just like they ain't nobody who got a perfect prediction record, you know what I'm saying? Even though I ain't gonna lie, 2012, I said 2012, 2017, man, I got a lot of predictions correct, you know what I mean? I think the only one that I really got wrong on paper, I didn't make a prediction video for David Hay versus Tony Bellew, but if I did, I'd have picked David Hay when it first happened. But on record, the one joint that I know I didn't get correct this year was Omar Figueroa and what's the guy's name? The Ghost, Robert Guerrero. You know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there, man. I'm rolling with Guillermo Rigondeux to win this fight. Great fight, man. And the man Vasyl Lomachenko knows the ramifications of this fight, and he knows this is a historic fight. He says this is going to be his biggest challenge, and he actually gives the man Guillermo Rigondeux props. Guillermo Rigondeux is a guy who's this fight for him, he's basically fighting Vasyl Lomachenko and the system, you know what I mean? Fella's been ducking him from a long time. This man can't even get fighters to fight in his weight class to fight him. You know what I mean? Some say the man, what's his name? Not Ray, what's his name? The Vargas guy. Or, the guy who was the WBC, Ray Vargas. Is it Ray Vargas or, that guy who holds the WBC 122? Some people might say Guillermo Rigondeux ducked him. Well, I don't see that guy clamoring for the fight with Guillermo Rigondeux, even though I do think that'll make a spectacular fight at 122, Rigo versus him, WBC champ at 122. But Guillermo Rigondeux knows what's really at stake, and he thinks that, he's going to win the fight. Vasyl Lomachenko ain't coming out and saying he's going to win the fight for sure, like Rigo's saying. But Vasyl Lomachenko does acknowledge this is his biggest challenge. And this is a historic fight between two guys who are two-time gold medal Olympians, you know what I mean? The first time this is happening in boxing, you check it. So, I'm excited for this fight, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of people I've heard who are picking Lomachenko to win the fight, you know what I mean? That's their opinion. I just think the best fighter between the two that I've seen is Guillermo Rigondeux. If Vasyl Lomachenko is a black fighter, believe you me, nobody will be checking for him, you know what I mean? Nobody will be saying, oh my gosh, look at the sweet science, the boxing technique, the skill set that he has, because enough black fighters do that. Guillermo Rigondeux does that, but they say it's boring, you know what I mean? When Vasyl Lomachenko does it, he's the best thing since pants with pockets, you check it? So, like Rigo says, man, he's also fighting the system, you know what I mean? But Guillermo Rigondeux, Teddy Atlas, ESPN commentator, longtime commentator, he's definitely picking Vasyl Lomachenko for reasons that I've heard other people pick. He's a bigger guy. Rigo's coming up in weight. What else? What else they said? Rigo's inactive. In the last 2-3 years, he's only fought like 2 rounds, while Vasyl Lomachenko has fought 28 rounds. You know what I mean? 28 rounds in the last, 2 years or something. You know what I mean? Well, that might be the case. You know what I mean? But Guillermo Rigondeux is a guy who stays in shape, who stays in the gym, whether he spars or not. The guy's always fit, well-conditioned athlete. And, the man doesn't have no wear and tear on him, you know what I mean? Sort of something like Adonis Stevenson, you know what I mean? So to me, the age factor is not really, it's not really a major factor in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? But that's the reasons that Teddy Atlas is picking Vasyl Lomachenko, you check it, but I think Guillermo Rigondeux will rise to the occasion. And if I'm wrong, so be it, man. This is my favorite fight. I'm going to ride with him. He ain't my favorite fighter now. He's been my guy since I've watched him in the Olympics. Watched every single fight of his since his ESPN debut, knocking fellas out with body shots. You seen these? I seen every fight of this guy, just like I seen every fight of the man Vasyl Lomachenko. Seen him from the amateurs, fights with the Puerto Rican kid Verdejo. You know what I mean? These guys are they're not just on my radar right now. I've been watching these guys, and this is a fight I've been wanting to see. You know what I mean? And we're gonna have it December 9th. You know what I'm saying? MSG. But you know the man Guillermo Rigondeux, I think you know, this is a tall task, and I do believe in him, you know what I mean? I said it before, you know, there's not a lot of fighters who do come up in weight and go up 2 weight classes and get the victory. Kell Brook tried it. Amir Khan tried it. You seen what happened to them, you know what I mean? But I do believe this guy has that Michael Spinks in him, you know what I mean? Even though I do think Larry Holmes won a couple of them fights. Hey, on paper, Michael Spinks won them fights, you know what I mean? You know, I do believe in this guy. Just like, hey, man, maybe these aren't great examples because, you know, Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, I do believe Marvin Hagler. You know, like I said before, man, sometimes I see a draw in that fight. Sometimes I could see why you could make a claim for Sugar Ray winning that fight. And I also, I've seen, in my opinion, when I've watched the fight numerous times, I've seen, in my opinion, Marvin Hagler win that fight, you know, so... You know, maybe the same scenario might happen, you know what I mean? Maybe Guillermo Rigondeux might win it on paper, win it in the ring, but on paper he might not get the decision, you know what I'm saying? He can't leave nothing to chance. If he can, he needs to go ahead and try to stop this guy. Easier said than done, you know what I mean? But if he does win, he got to win a wide decision, you know what I mean? Sort of something like Marco Antonio Barrera versus Prince Nassim, where there was no question in doubt. No doubt about it who won that fight, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, Guillermo Rigondeux, I do believe in him, you know what I mean? Fellas like Bob Foster, they tried going up to heavyweight, never really succeeded, you know what I mean? Jose Napoles, you know what I'm saying, going up there fighting Carlos Monzon, you know, he ain't get it done, you know what I'm saying? So usually the bigger guy gets it done, you know what I'm saying? I see Roy Jones go up there to beat the heavyweight John Ruiz, you know what I mean? One of the few exceptions, you know, but I believe in Guillermo Rigondeux. I believe in his skill set. I believe in Vasyl Lomachenko too, but not quite as much as I do believe in Rigo. I mean, he has beaten the better opponents on his resume. Be Marsh Boxer, leave your thoughts and comments. Let me know what you think about Teddy Atlas and all the disadvantages people are saying Rigo has. His age, he's 8 years older, he's smaller. You know, Teddy Atlas actually says, you know, he gives a comparison saying basically this is like, you know, guys playing chess at the park, you know what I mean? Might have the guys who he considers Vasyl Lomachenko to be the guys playing chess at the park. You seen the movie what's my youth name? Fresh, you know what I'm saying? With this pop Samuel L. Jackson playing at the park. When they play in the speed chess where they have a timer, you know what I'm saying? And when they make a move, boom, they hit the timer. Boom, next man go, boom, they hit the timer when they make a move, you know what I mean? Checkmate, you know? So, you know, that's how Teddy Atlas is making a comparison, and he considers that Vasyl Lomachenko style, while Guillermo Rigondeux is the old-timers who just come to the park, play chess, and take their time, make the executive decision, you know what I mean? Trying to make, you know, the best move, you know what I mean? So we shall see, man. Interesting fight, man. And, you know, you're going to see more videos about this fight from me in days to come, you know what I mean? And I want to shout out the man E-King Boxing, E-King Fight News here on YouTube, man. Like, oh, damn near every day, son got a video about this fight, man, you know? And that's one thing I always said, you know? That's why I always gave fellas like Dante's Boxing Nation his props, you know what I mean? You know, this Dante's Boxing Nation, some may say he's biased towards Floyd, but I ain't gonna lie. Damn near everything he was biased about with Floyd came to fruition. So is he really biased or is he speaking the truth? You know what I mean? But one thing I always liked about Dante when I first came to started listening to fellas' videos on YouTube, he was one of the first people, if not the first, that I was really checking for. And I still do, you know what I mean? Even though, and I'm not even gonna say that about him, you know what I mean? That's the bridge on water under the bridge, you know what I'm saying? But H Money know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Big ups to H Money, you know what I mean? Hashtag fuckboy free zone was goody, son, you know. But what you call it? You know, fellas like Dante's Boxing Nation always bigged up Guillermo Rigondeux, you know what I'm saying? And all the Cuban fighters, which I really do. I really like all Cuban fighters, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think. Oh, except that King Pansy Ortiz. Fuck that dude. You know what I mean? But Dante's Boxing Nation and the A King, Arab King. You know what I mean? They always gave Guillermo Rigondeaux props, and that's why I gravitated to their channels, because I was always looking for videos on Guillermo Rigondeaux, and there were a few guys with E King Fight News too, who put videos hard body about Rigo. So big ups to them, and I even remember how Dante's Boxing Nation used to put Mikey Garcia under pressure because he ain't fight the man Yuriokis Gamboa. So big ups to all Cuban fighters. Guillermo Rigondeaux got a tall task ahead of him. And it's nothing, man. I'm sure he's going to get it done. And if not, hey, man, the world still moves on and revolves on its axis. Be March Boxing. Leave your thoughts and comments, and I'm gone. Peace.